we're off to Combe Wildlife and Dinosaur Park.
Haven't been there in a while, we both just said.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of animals here, but they have some different sort of things that you can do, like go in the meerkat enclosure, and they have a baby wolf, we hope, and penguins, where they don't have any penguins at Exmoor.
No, they all passed away due to avian bird flu.
But yeah, so we're excited to see different things we can do.
Yeah, so this is up around Exmoor Zoological Park, a little bit further on. I think it's £14 to get in, $14.99 to get in. So it's not cheap, but it's not expensive. It's just about right. So yeah, we'll take you along and show you some of the things that happen there. And
hopefully lots of meerkats and seals and animals.
We'll put the camera on the floor and hopefully there's some meerkats coming up to the lens. That's brilliant.
Hopefully it won't rain as well.
Oh yeah.
Welcome along to our animal antics session for today. What we're going to be doing is bring around a few of the different animals for you guys to see up close. Some of the smaller ones, some of the weirder ones, and some of the ones that get a bit of a bad reputation. So the first animal we're going to bring out is one that gets a pretty bad reputation. One, however, that does an incredibly important job. Without this animal, we wouldn't have nice, healthy forests, rainforests, and even savannas all over the world. It's so small it fits in the palm of your hand, and it is one of our fantastic Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Put your hands up if you're a fan of cockroaches. A few of you, that's good. Well, when it comes to cockroaches, they get a pretty bad reputation, but they do an incredibly important job. They basically spend their lives on the forest floors around the world, eating rotting bits of wood, rotting bits of plants, and rotting bits of animals. Essentially, they are the clean-up crew. So all the other animals you might have seen today, these guys spend their lives cleaning up after them. And they basically contribute two really big ways. The first one is all of that muck that falls to the forest floor, whether it's bits of dead fruit, plants, dead animals, animal poo. These guys come along, they eat all of that and clear up the forest floor. That allows new plants to be able to grow through, because if that floor kept on getting covered by all of that rubbish, eventually none of those plants are going to be able to grow through, and they won't be able to take the place of the older trees and plants, which will eventually die of old age or of disease. And then if you don't have the forest being renewed, the forest will just eventually disappear under a mountain of rubbish, and all of the other animals that rely on that forest will also disappear with it as well. So we'll pop our lovely cockroach back. Now, did anyone see how many legs our cockroach has? Does anyone want to take a guess at how many legs? Six?
8.
6? 8? Well, it's an insect, so I can tell you he's got 6 legs. In fact, that's the most number of legs that any animal has got today. So if you don't like spiders, I can tell you that there aren't any spiders today, unfortunately. But our next animal has many less than 6 legs. In fact, it's got 6 legs less than 6 legs. I want to take a guess what we think it might be.
Snake.
Snake?
Snail.
Well, I can tell you, yes, you're right, it is a snake. No one ever says worm. So coming out to say us is one of our lovely corn snakes. Now, corn snakes get their name for a very simple reason. So what we'll do is we'll bring this guy around. If you want to stroke downwards towards his tail. So when it comes to corn snakes, they get their name for a very, very simple reason. You find these guys living in cornfields. It's got nothing to do with what they like to eat, because you won't find any vegetarian snakes. These guys are living in those cornfields because their favourite food lives there, which is rats and mice. Their absolute favourite thing to eat. And the farmers who are growing that corn in the southeastern corner of the USA are more than happy that they've got these guys living in those fields, basically eating all of those rats and mice, which would otherwise eat the farmers' crops. So it's a reason we should think of snakes as our allies and not as our enemies. They do really, really important jobs. And in fact, this is probably the biggest thing that they do for us the world over. Snakes control the populations of rats and mice. And that helps us out in 3 really big ways. One is protecting farmers' crops, meaning that there's more food for people to eat. The other one is protecting environments as well. These guys are key predators in some of the habitats that they live in, and if there are more rats and mice, they can outcompete other species entirely. The biggest thing that they do for us is in fact keeping us nice and healthy, because rats and mice are very good at spreading disease to humans. The Black Death, the plague, was spread by rats and mice and the fleas that live on them. These guys help to control the populations of rats and mice, and that means that there are far less diseases being spread to humans, and we stay far healthier. So we stay happy, healthy, and well-fed because of snakes. And we'll get ready to bring out our next animal. Now, our next animal is really good at doing, well, a couple of different things. Bring out. Yeah, that way. Okay. There we go. So, choosing to get on the back of the stick there is on the most awkward part there. There we go. So, this is Leo, and Leo is a lovely blue and gold macaw. Now, macaws are a type of parrot that you'll find throughout South America. They range in size from the budgie-sized Hans macaw, right the way up to the sort of the middle of the range model, the blue and golds, and right the way up to the about half as big again hyacinth macaw, which, as its name suggests, is a lovely purpley blue colour, and in fact is the largest species. Now, macaws have all got a few things in common. Probably the biggest thing that you can notice is that lovely white patch on his face there. Those are not white feathers, that's bald skin. And just like us, you can see when he's blushing. And Leo here definitely does blush every now and again because he gets very excited to see us. When it comes to macaws as well, they've also got those little black feathers. Not all species have those, but the ones that do, you can use them to tell individual birds apart. They're just like the stripes on a zebra or the spots on a leopard. They're individual to that particular animal.
So we've just been and done the, what's it called?
Animal encounters, I think.
It was quite good.
That's alright.
Yeah. The guy was quite funny and he's quite factual as well. He had some not crazy animals, but yeah, they had some pretty good animals there. It was good. Weird facts, which is what Beth said. But now we're just wandering around a bit more, and I think now we're walking down towards the wolves. Wolves are over here. 3 of them. And I think he is having a look just over there, because I believe that's the baboons. So I think he's a little bit hungry and he's thinking, ooh, I'll have you as a snack. Is that right, mate? Try and get in your line of sight. Nah, he's not interested. Oh, yeah, he still wants to look at him. Like big puppy dogs. Rafiki! What's that, Beth? What's that? Now do it again. The first thing I feel as though I should mention about this sort of park is it's very hilly. It's built into the side of a valley. So as you can see behind me, it's that's a massive hill we just walked up. Yes. So if you do have, a pram and you're bringing a kid here, prepare for a lot of moaning and a lot of pushing up and down hills.
I don't see the baby one.
They're not dogs.
They look. Why do they always have to be together?
It's a pack, isn't it? A pack of wolves. And ready? One of them will go, and
I didn't mean that they follow each other like that.
they are probably all going to go.
That one was like, ah, crap.
Nah, he fancies staying here, so they will shut off the other side now. This here is what I mean by the hills. Down we go. So if I level the camera up, I'll show you just how steep.
The worst wall was when
So the camera now is completely flat. That shows you how steep it is. So yeah, just be prepared for a lot of hilly walking.
Oh no.
They're not, I think they're just cuddling.
Aww.
They're just cuddling. Yeah. Absolutely loads of them in this enclosure.
They keep snorting.
Just down here, look. Oh, hello, we've got an adventurous one.
Oh.
Off he goes. Now he's having a look round, see what you can see. Oh, yeah, I'll go a bit higher. Oh, he's baring his teeth, look.
Baby, look, they're still cuddling. Oh. I'm looking at these two cuddling.
I'm looking at matey boy going on an adventure. It's mental, look how high he is. What's he going to do?
He'll push her over in a minute again for a hug.
Oh, he's gone. I don't know where he is. He's fully gone up the top there. So he's made it to the top. And he's just getting himself comfy up there, I think. Looks all tired out. See him panting? Lovely view up there though, I imagine. Come all the way up that. He's left all his little buddies down here. Left all his little buddies in the enclosure, look. You're all thinking, where's he gone? Beth has located the capybaras. She's now trying to get as close as she possibly can to them. There's a baby one, so I've got to hurry up. The excitement on her face. The excitement. And over the wall. So all three of them keeping the little baby one warm. Quite a nice big enclosure here for them.
They're building them a new enclosure with a lake so they can swim.
They're building them a new one with a lake so they can do a bit more swimming.
He's got a leaf on his head.
I don't think he knows he's got a leaf on his head, Beth, no. Thought he's got a bit of a cough.
Yeah. Oh. Cute eagle. Look at that leaf on his head. Oh,
They're like massive guinea pigs.
They're giving each other kisses. Oh my god, it's so cute. What do you think he's called? Ralph?
Why Ralph?
I don't know, he looks like a Ralph.
Looks like Ralph, doesn't
He nearly got squat by his mum's butt. Look at these good little things.
Let's go, let's go.
Look at these little colours.
I'm not going to feed the levers. Hello. The levers.
Hello, mate.
Look at this, Goldie.
I like this one, he's my
I'm
favourite.
scared he's going to bite my hand off.
I'll stroke him. He likes me to stroke this one.
Why are they all on strokies?
I'm going to call this one Barry.
This one's Harold.
That's Harold. Barry and Harold. Oh, don't want to be stroked.
And he's Mark.
He's Mark, okay.
He's
See you
he's an angry one.
See you later, Mark.
He had his head round the corner for a little while, like this. Hi, Mark. Look at his beard. You have a beautiful beard, Mark.
Do you want to get any closer to him when you say that?
He likes it.
I don't know whether he does like it.
Do this again. He did that a minute ago and got his horns through.
Where's the little white one too? Oh, he's disappeared. Disappeared.
Hello, Mark. I'm not scared of Mark
Oh,
anymore.
he's putting his head through. No, he's not.
Sideways, sideways.
He's got an itch.
This way, Mark. This way.
What was that? But show him how to do it?
You did it a minute ago when the woman did it. This way.
Or the other way? You wouldn't do that, would you, Mark?
Mark scared me.
I like this one. They've got an adopt an animal board here, showing that obviously you can adopt animals within the park. Yeah. They've also got swimming packages and other activities and things like that. Me and Beth are thinking about doing the swim with the sea lion for £99. There's a few different experiences here, adoption packets. So if you really feel like you want to put a bit more back into the park, then you can. We're now falling down through Dinosaur Domain and Valley. Falling down the hill because it is...
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Please shut the gate.
They couldn't let any dinos out.
No, don't let dinosaurs out. There you go. And here we have Beth's very good description of dinosaurs. Brontosaurus.
This is an Astrocipitodilus.
A what? A what? No, say it again.
Astrocipitodilus.
Yeah, dinosaur. Down the hill. There we go. So where have we got to go now? We're a bit lost, I think. There's no entry down there, Beth.
Yeah, I figured that one.
So this is Dino Valley. There is a lot more dinosaurs hidden around. You can't actually see them. Like these fellas down here. Stay clear of them. And then there's an absolutely massive one. And to think that they are genuinely the size that they would have been. Possibly. Same size as Beth.
Actually, it's a little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller.
My name is Pam, on the side talking to you. On the stage we've got Judith, but both of us know the one you actually came to see is the very handsome sea lion that is joining us. This is the very polite Morgan, giving you a nice wave hello there. Now Morgan is the eldest of our two sea lion boys, so he lives here at the park with his friend Crusoe, who's just round in our other pool at the moment. You might have already seen him. But Morgan is the one who's going to help us tell you all about sea lions. Now together, we're going to tell you loads of different things, not just about the species, but also about the training that we do here at the park. When we're training with our sea lions, or with any of our other animals as well, we use what is known as positive reinforcement. This is us asking them to do something. If they want to, that's great, they get a nice reward. And that reward can be anything they like. So, Morgan, he likes a whole bunch of things. He does obviously love fish, but you might notice throughout this, he also likes strokes on the side, he likes kisses, and he does also love a little bit of... Now, of course, we can kind of see why people make the mistake, because seals and sea lions do have quite a few things in common. They love the same kind of food, so Morgan doesn't just eat fish, he also eats things like squid and octopus, eel out in the wild. Sea lions will actually catch the occasional seabird as well. But unfortunately for them, neither the sea lions like Morgan nor the seals are the top of their food chain. They do unfortunately, out in the ocean, have a couple of predators of their own. So of course the sea lions are predators to all those animals that they like to eat, but there are some animals that think a sea lion makes a nice tasty dinner for themselves. Now we're hoping that you might be able to guess what animals it is that eat a sea lion. If you can guess, I'm going to ask you to shout out nice loud for me, but who eats a sea lion? A shark! Oh, well done. How'd you guess that? Yeah, it is a shark or a killer whale, that's an author, out in the wild that does hunt down the California sea lion, just like Morgan. Now, as he is doing a fantastic impression of a shark, he's actually demonstrating a natural sea lion behaviour, because this is what they do out in the ocean to cool themselves down. If they're feeling a little bit warm, then sticking a flipper up in the air to catch a nice cool ocean breeze is going to help to bring their whole body temperature down. Training is just one of the many ways in which we mix up not just these shows, but also the days for the boys. We want to make sure we don't do things in the same order, so if you haven't seen our show before, or you come and see it again, you realise we include different pages and we put things in a different order each time, so Morgan isn't learning a routine. Now that is the same with this game. This game is called Copycat, and there's pretty much one rule, and that's for Morgan to copy whatever Judith does. So each time she plays, she's going to put it in a different order, so you really have to focus. So we're going to see how well he's paying attention today. Oh, fantastic job! So of course, that's from myself, Judith and Morgan. We are going to say goodbye in just a moment. But before we do that, what do you think, Morgan? Do you think we can have another big splash? Or he's saying yes. We're going to see if Morgan can jump all the way up and hit this pink ball. Now if he manages to make it, he is a very big sea lion, it is a long way. Let us all give him a really big cheer if he hits it with his nose. Oh, fantastic jump, and that was a very big splash. Well, as I said, thank you so much all for joining us. We do hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And for now, for myself, Judith and Morgan, that is goodbye.
Don't like the foxes?
Huh?
You don't like the foxes?
I don't mind them, but they were growling at the meerkats were going, and
Yeah.
I'm going to have a snack.
No, they're much nicer than the meerkats. The meerkats are far nastier than the foxes are. The foxes are lovely. Right, so this is our group of meerkats. Effectively what we have is a family group. They do all the same sort of things that their wild cousins do out in the Kalahari Desert in southern Africa. The only real difference between our meerkats and meerkats that you'll find in the wild is that our guys are born and bred here in the UK. So they're very much used to our weather, our climate, and the day-to-day goings on around the park. Now that being said, meerkats in the wild as well as in captivity have some of the same adaptations that they use to basically make their day a lot easier. The first one of these I'm going to tell you about is their ability to stay nice and safe. This is as big as a meerkat gets, and that means they would be pretty easy prey for an awful lot of animals. Everything from lions, leopards, jackals and hyenas, right the way through to large birds of prey like eagles. But meerkats do far better than most other animals their same size, for the simple reason they watch out for each other. They live together in a group called a mob or a clan, and they are led by a dominant female who will tell everyone what to do, where to go and how to do it. Now it's also where you get that very classic meerkat pose of these guys standing up on a rock scanning the horizon. You'll notice though that none of our meerkats are sitting up on a nice high vantage point like the rock over there. They're all down here eating. Yep, they are all down here. Basically, it's not because they don't know how to, or not that they don't care. It's in fact because these guys are not stupid. They know all the best food is in this bowl at the moment. And if they go and sit up there, all they're really going to see is everyone else stuffing their faces, and them missing out. But they are just as alert at the moment as they would be throughout the rest of the day, and in fact if they do hear or see anything out of the ordinary, they've got lots of different alarm calls for all sorts of different types of danger to let the group know and to react as quickly as possible. And in fact we quite often hear our guys giving the bird of prey alarm call, not because there are any birds of prey around here big enough to take a meerkat. In fact, far from it. It's usually we get low-flying military planes, big scary shape in the sky. These guys react just like they would if they saw a big scary bird in the sky. It's really good. But they don't just draw the line at eating invertebrates. Meerkats will also quite happily eat small birds, mammals, reptiles, you name it. If they can catch it, they'll eat it. We've even seen our guys catch and eat squirrels and pigeons right in the middle of these talks before, so they're certainly not as cute and cuddly as they're made out to be. Now, probably the greatest adaptation that meerkats have going for them, they're actually demonstrating at the moment. Our meerkats are actually drinking. It may not look like it, but every single time you see our meerkats eating, they're taking on all the water that they need for their day in the food that they eat. And that's a really useful adaptation if you live in a desert. It means you don't have to waste your time looking for somewhere like a pond or a river, because, well, let's face it, in a desert, there are not going to be too many around. These guys can get all the water they need from what they're eating, and not even camels can do that. Camels still have to find somewhere to get a drink, otherwise they will end up dying of thirst. Meerkats are far better adapted for life in the Kalahari than even camels are. Now, the final thing I'm going to tell you about is their ability to cope with the extremes of temperature in the Kalahari. During the middle of the day, it can get to over 50 degrees, and overnight it can drop down below -10. Two massive changes in temperature that could kill these guys if they were out exposed to it. But the way the meerkats cope with these extremes of temperature is by having burrows. You are surrounded by meerkat burrows in here. They're over 2.5 meters deep, and that's deep enough that they can go below ground overnight, stay nice and warm, insulated with all that soil. And then during the worst of the heat in the middle of the day, they can sit just below the surface in the shade and stay a couple of degrees cooler than they would be if they were sitting out in it. There are very few animals as well adapted for life in the Kalahari as meerkats are. They really do make it look easy.
What's that?
It's a little bit steep, and Beth has nearly given up.
I'm dying already.
As I said again, I'll level the camera out to show you just how steep it is, and that is level. So this is the incline that you're going up, and that's level there. You can hardly even see the path. That's how hilly this place is. It is very good though. And we're now on the way back to the car. I'm a little bit out of breath as well. So we're now back in the car, which is absolutely baking because we parked it in the sun.
And we've just walked up a massive hill.
She's still going on about that hill. So yeah, we've had a brilliant day out.
Yes.
Cost what? How much was it? £29 to get in for both of us. Good, they got some good shows.
We even touched some goaties.
We even touched some goats. That's all Beth cares about, is the goats. Not all the other things she saw. I'd highly recommend coming here if you're sort of down in North Devon.
But if you're not fit and if you're not easily, if you can't walk up hills, don't come here.
Yeah, exactly, because it is very hilly.
Go Exmoor or something.
Yeah, as I said earlier on, it is built into a valley, so there is a lot of going to the bottom and then coming right back up again. So, other than that, it was absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend coming here.
Yeah.
Good for your little kiddies as well. It's got a play area. We didn't show that.
We want to swim with the sea lions because it's £100 per person.
We're gonna, I think.
What's his name again?
What was his name? I can't remember.
Oh.
We will think of it, but we can't remember at the moment. Yeah, they've got little places dotted around, so you can get your ice creams or you can get your little snacks and stuff. Nice little park. So.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on this little adventure. We haven't really posted a lot recently due to work and not having anything to record.
No animals. No touching animals.
No, okay. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it today, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers.
Bye.